You're most welcome to another exciting review of the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma. And today we are going to be examining chapter 15 of this wonderful book that teaches us how to own our money and elevate our lives. So what exactly are we learning today? We are learning the 10 tactics of lifelong genius. Anybody can become a genius with intentional effort, consistency, and dedication. Right. It is not all geniuses that are born. Some are actually made. So even if you think that you are not a genius already, you can become one by doing these 10 things that we are learning today. I want you to pay attention to this because they can be a game changer for you. The number one thing that you want to do, or tactic one, is called the tight bubble of total focus, TBTF. The tight bubble of total focus. If you want to become a genius, you have to avoid distraction. Don't be addicted to distraction. Your phone, the news, the TV, social media, and so on. They are stealing your time. You have to lock it in. You have to make sure that you avoid all distractions. That is only when you can increase your 5 primary assets. What are these 5 primary assets of super producers? They are mental focus, your physical energy, your personal willpower, your original talent, and your daily time. If you are able to focus, as in it's called a tight bubble because you are not going to allow any distraction into that space, into that membrane. You can choose to shun out all kinds of productivity. That is what the TBTF is about. And how do you implement it? The right way to implement this is to make sure that your day is free from any form of distraction. No chatting, no gossiping, no checking of your phone, no watching TV, no waking up in the morning and going to switch on the TV to catch up on news. There is nothing to catch up on at that time of the day. That is a time that you really want to maximize your energy. You really want to improve your focus. And one hard step that you can take is to sell off your phone. Maybe not your phone. It could be your own TV. It could be your own radio. It could be your own Wi-Fi that will be out of the house if you are not using it for anything that is bringing you any income whatsoever. If all you do with your internet is just to go on social media, right? You have to take some brutal steps, make a brutal decision. You know what you have to do away with. It depends on you. It depends on how distracted you are and that particular thing that is stealing your focus. And not just things. You may also have to block people that drain you. You may have to shut them out of your life. You may have to stop going to that place where everything that happens there is making you addicted to bad habits that won't just allow you to focus on your goals. Yes, you may have to do that. It is something that you have to do. You have to take a brutal step, make a brutal decision. Tactic 2 to become a lifelong genius is called the 90-90-1 rule. 90/90/1 rule. Doing real work versus artificial work. We know people who are busy, but busy for nothing. At the end of the day, they are not productive. They go to work in the morning, they come back later, and then nothing has been done. At the end of the month, they collect salary and all of that, but they really have no competitive advantage in life. They're not making any headway. They're just counting the days. Legendary achievers concentrate all their efforts and attention on one core project at a time. So if you want to become legendary, it is not about doing multiple things. It is not about getting busy, but not productive. So how do you implement the 90-90-1 rule? For the next 90 days, schedule yourself to invest the first 90 minutes of your work day on one activity. So the first 90 is your 90 days. Then the second 90 is 90 minutes. That is 1 hour, 30 seconds. Then one there in that rule is one activity that is going to move your life towards your desired goal. So for 90 days, spend the first 90 minutes of your morning, of your work day, Monday to Friday. If you work Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday, your own work day. The first 90 minutes, no distraction, nothing. Put your phone inside a bag. Go and put it in another room. Take it out of sight. If that phone is your own addiction. If TV is your own addiction, then you don't want to spend these 90 minutes in your sitting room where your partner is watching TV, and then you say, oh, no, I can cope. I'm going to be reading my book. The TV can be on. No, you're not going to concentrate fully. You want to lock in that 90 minutes to do a high-level task. No noise, no distraction, no interruptions. Your phone is not going to cause any interruption at all. You see that all these tactics, they are not for the lazy-minded. They are not for people who lack discipline. If you want to be a genius, you really have to do some hard things. Tactic 3 is the 60-10 method. 60-10 method. Right. This one says that in as much as work is good, you want to work at a stretch. But research has shown that geniuses, legendary people, high producers, they don't try to get exhausted. When they are exhausted, or as human beings, when we are exhausted, we are less productive. So you really want to rest at intervals. You really want to maintain a balance. You don't want your energy to be depleted. Otherwise, you're going to be forcing yourself. You cannot produce so much when you are tired, when you're exhausted. So you have to rest in between work. So how do you implement this 60-10 method? After 60 minutes of work, that one is excluding your 90 minutes that you lock in. The first 90 minutes of your day, no interruption for that. Then the next 60 minutes after that, make sure you now rest every 10 minutes at 10 minutes interval. So after sitting down, if you are the type who sit down, you sit down for 60 minutes, you walk at a stretch. Then the next 10 minutes after that, you may want to stand up, you may want to walk around, you may want to meditate or listen to a high energy music, something to just take the work off your mind for 10 minutes. Lock it in for 10 minutes. And then after the 10 minutes, walk for another 60 minutes. After the 60 minutes, take another 10 minutes break. That is how you continue the cycle. We've even been told that it is not good to sit down for too long. You really want blood to flow through you, the entire body, and all of that. So after 60 minutes of work, rest for 10 minutes. That is a 60-10 method. Now, what is tactic 4? The daily 5 concepts. Studies show that the most effective business leaders are at their productive peak on the days when, even when they face challenges, they are still able to focus their mindsets on the progress that they are making. That is the daily 5 concept. So even when you're having a challenging day, a bad day, you have so much trained your mind to also remember the days when you made good progress, when you did nice things. So in the midst of negativity, you are still able to focus on some positive things. And this also teaches us that no matter how bad your day is, make sure that you put in at least 1% effort consistently, because it is that 1% effort that can compound into an enormous result for you. It can actually set you apart, make you different, make you a genius, a legend. Small daily achievements, when done consistently over time, definitely do lead to stunning results. So no matter how bad your day is, because as human beings, we definitely have some bad days. Every day cannot be Christmas. So on that bad day, cast your mind back, train your mind to remember one good thing that you have done, maybe the previous day or 2 weeks before, whenever. And then this will motivate you to put in some work, no matter how small. Instead of just going to bed and saying, no, today is already a bad day, there's no point, let me just call it quit. No, you're not going to do that. So how do you implement the daily 5 concepts? List 5 tiny targets to be achieved per day. At least 5, no matter how tiny. Maybe you just want to read 2 pages of a book, or you want to listen to a podcast for 5 minutes, or you just want to write 10 sentences out of that book that you are writing. No matter how small, make sure that you do at least 5 things that will move you towards your goal, no matter how tiny they are. 5 targets to achieve in a day. That is the daily 5 concepts. Tactic 5 is the second wind workout. Now, it is important that you work out, that you exercise. But most times, especially during the victory hour, between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., in the morning. We have said that the first 20 minutes, 5 a.m. to 5:20, is for intense exercise. You really want to sweat. But then, according to the second wind workout, 2WW, it is also very important that you have a second workout in the evening. You really want to get your body to be active, to get energized, to be rejuvenated. There is something called telomeres rather. It helps to reduce aging. It helps you to stay vibrant. It helps you to cheat nature. You're not going to look so wrinkled and old, right? So aging shortens our telomeres. But when you exercise in the morning and in the evening, and the one of evening does not have to be so intense like the one of the morning. So you can just take a nature walk, or you can just go for a yoga class, bike ride, or for swimming and things like that. It may not be as intense as the one that you do in the morning. 1 hour nature walk can make a tremendous impact. So the 2WW is for the second workout in the evening, at least for 1 hour. Do that. Right. Schedule a workout at the end of your work day to give you a second wind for a great evening. That is tactic 6. Tactic 5. Tactic 6 says the 2 massage protocol. Let me know in the comments if you had a massage recently. When last did you have a massage? Let me know. Because the 2 massage protocol, 2MP, emphasizes on massage. It is written here that if you have a regular massage, you can actually reduce cortisol, the fear hormone that is generated in our bodies. You can reduce that by 31%. You can increase your dopamine by 31%. The dopamine is the hormone that is responsible for happiness or motivation, excitement. You can increase that by 31%. And you can also get 28% elevation of your serotonin. The serotonin is a neurochemical responsible for regulating anxiety and raising happiness. So, in essence, massage helps your body to feel good. It helps your life to feel good. Okay, you do face scrubbing only. Wow. Okay. Yeah, but you need like a full body massage. Try it. You've never had a massage. You need one. In fact, it is recommended that you have 2 90-minute massage weekly. 2. Set like 2 days. But I'm saying that even if you can't have 2 in a week, maybe because of your work, maybe because of money, because you need to go to like a massage parlor to have a proper massage, except your partner is going to do it for you. Then that way you can save cost. But your partner can actually do it for you. You can get all the ingredients that you need, Just get some oil, get all the ingredients. Go online and check what you need for massage. You can do it at home. You do it for your wife, then your wife will do it for you in return. But if you have money, you go to a massage therapist, to a professional. They will do a thorough job on you, even if it's once in a month. Try and be doing it. Schedule it. Make sure that you get it done. You might say you're a busy performer. You can't afford the time to get 2 long massages every single week. In fact, given the proven and marvelous benefits of this protocol for your mental state, your cognition, your joyfulness, your health and longevity, the truth is you cannot afford not to install this habit. Even me, it's not something I do regularly. But after reading this, I think that my husband and I need to drag ourselves to a massage parlor like regularly to go and have a massage. Right? We cannot afford not to install this habits. Yes, 90 minutes, 2 90-minute massages a week will cost you a lot of money. Death will cost you more. That's what is written here. So try. Just try once in a while. Now, tactic 7, traffic university. This one is very, very important. It says people will commute a total of 60 minutes to and from work each day. Spend approximately 1,200 days, that's 1,200 days of their lives, commuting in traffic. And if they live an average human life, that is over 3 years spent in traffic, on a bus, on a train, in a taxi, in Uber, Bolt, wherever. over 3 years of your life. So what do you do with that time? When you are not the one driving or you are the one driving, what do you do with that time? If you are not the one driving, let me guess, you are probably scrolling on your phone, catching up on social media, or chatting, gisting, gossiping, or you are listening to radio, or something that does not really add any value to you. Do you know that you can become a traffic university student? Use that time to read. Use that time to listen to podcasts, ebook, if you are driving, to listen to a message, a sermon, to catch up on something. I do it a lot. In fact, if I don't do it, how do you think I'm able to read? Now, we're almost done reading this book. Do you know how many books we have read this year alone? And I've read every single one of them. Yesterday, I went to the salon to make my hair. Yeah. As I was making my hair, that was where I read the one we reviewed yesterday, chapter 14, while I was making my hair. In fact, by the time I was done, I had not even finished making my hair. I had to do some other work as well. I don't waste any time. It is called hidden time. All those times in between that you think that, oh, you don't have time. You actually have time. Make use of your hidden time. As you are cooking, you can be listening to podcasts. That is multitasking. One does not affect the other. Oh, you don't have time to pray. You don't have time to pray. As you're taking your shower, do you know you can be praying? Somebody else is driving. You are inside the car. That's not the time to be doing all kinds of things. Some people just sleep. They force themselves to sleep. Or they are just staring out of the window, absent-mindedly. No. Make good use of that hidden time. Become a traffic university. Right. That is why you must always have something handy. Put your book in your bag. You go to the doctor's office. It is not yet your turn. As you are waiting for your turn, don't sit down there idle or counting the number of people that are coming in, assessing and analyzing them. Oh, why is this one's clothes so dirty? Why is this one wearing a black shoe on a pink dress? Why is this one blah, blah, blah? All those things. You are wasting time. Use it to do something that is meaningful. Right. Participating in Traffic University is all about leveraging your traveling time. Whether to and from work, you are running an errand, you are cooking, you are learning, you are developing your professional prowess, your personal knowledge, you are building yourself, you are growing. You can be an online course. You've been trying to catch up on something. That is the best time to do it. Somebody is making your hair. You're not the one doing the hair. Don't just be staring in the mirror. For what? Bring out something. Plug your earphones. Listen to one full message. Even if it's your spiritual life you are developing, it is something. Now let's move to tactic 8, the dream team technique. Delegate, outsource. You don't have to do everything, especially when you have the money. You can actually use your money to buy time. Michael Jordan, for example, is not his own sports doctor. Muhammad Ali wasn't his own boxing trainer. Some people will pay to make bowls of soups so that they can spend that time to do what they know how to do best and what they love to do. There are some things that nobody can do for you. Those are the things you concentrate on. There are some that people can do for you, like cleaning, like laundry, like cooking, like massage. If you have the money, God will bless you. You outsource those ones. You pay people to do them for you. And sometimes they don't cost a lot of money. It's all about thinking through these things, leveraging your money this time to get the things that you want. There are some things that you don't like doing, but you force yourself doing them. At the end of the day, you feel so horrible. You can outsource them to people to do for you. Get a fitness trainer, get a nutritionist, get a laundryman. Somebody to iron your clothes. Can be once in a week or once in 2 weeks. Pack all the clothes you need for 2 weeks. Let them wash and iron. So that early in the morning, you just wake up, you put on your, and then you go. You already have soups in your freezer. You just bring it out, you warm it, you make rice or whatever, you eat. And that way you can use that one out. That one out you'd have used to cook. Now, this does not apply to everybody. If you're a housewife, you want to cook for your husband, fine. But even sometimes, once in a while, if you have the money, it doesn't mean you have to be the only one to suffer everything. Right? You can use your money. What's the essence of having money? One of them is to buy time, to buy freedom. So delegate, outsource. If you are worried that people may not really do it the way you like it, it will take you lesser time teaching them. than it will take you spending your entire lifetime doing that thing. Teach them, put them through for a while, and they will get it. Tactic 9 is the weekly design system, WDS. Design your week ahead. Don't get to a particular week and then you are racking your brain. Oh, what do I need to do today? You are wasting time that way. You are not going to become productive. That is not how to do things. Schedule things ahead. And one of the best ways to do this is on Sunday morning. The first 30 minutes when you wake up, use it to plan ahead. If Sunday morning doesn't work for you, maybe you have to rush to church or anything like that. In the evening, that one works better for me. Sunday evening, I plan my week ahead. Have the blueprints for your week. Record the lessons that you learned from the previous week. Have a journal. If you don't have a journal by this time, something is wrong. Have a journal. The things that are doing well in your life, the things that are going right, the things not going right, have a journal so that you can keep track of these things. Sometimes you are making a lot of progress, but because you have no record, it looks as if nothing is working in your life. But if you take track, you will see that the small things, the tiny habits that you engage in daily, they are compounding. They are making you who you are today. Now, some people have been joining this review every day. It is compounding. It is not a waste. You are growing. Even if it's one concept, one idea that you learn per day, it is adding to you. It is a plus. It is not a minus. Fine, sometimes you may want to be spontaneous, some things may just come. Fantastic. But you cannot live your day, your week, your month, your life to chance that as it comes. We will live each day as it comes. No, plan out your day. Do it weekly. Thank you, Lumi. Yay. All right, tactic 10. The 60-minute student. You have to be a student. You have to be curious. Ask questions. You must have an analytical mind, a critical mind, a mind that wants to know, that yearns for knowledge. So what exactly do you need to do? How do you implement the 60-minute student tactic? You have to study for at least 60 minutes a day. Read a book, listen to podcasts, listen to your mentor,